Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here on your Wednesday. It's August 27th. I'm Caitlin Francis.
I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. We appreciate that. We're going to get you more information on that breaking news in just a minute here. But first, we want to turn to meteorologist Scott Gagliardi. A lot of kids headed to the bus stop. Maybe some already waiting there, and you want to grab your sweatshirt.
Yeah, you absolutely do. It's cooler out there.
Yeah.
Temperatures 50s, a couple 40s. Tomorrow,
this guy's ready for school.
He's keeping an eye on the kids this morning, just making sure they get to the bus stop okay, right? Look at this. Perry up in Torrington. What a shot. Such a beautiful bird there. I mean, looks good. Temperature in Torrington, though, Torrington is cooler. Looking at those 40s. New Haven, 63, so you've actually come up a few degrees, but notice the visibility. I mean, you can see the harbor and beyond very, very clearly. Sunrise came in and it looked good this morning with some of the clouds that we had. Those are beginning to dissipate, though, as we go on through the morning. Now, as far as your weather headlines, there's an isolated shower chance today. It's very far and few between. I mean, only a couple towns actually do get wet. By Friday, we'll see an unsettled start to the day. But either way, for the weekend, Labor Day weekend, yeah, it's looking good out there. We're talking temperatures climbing each and every day, eventually ending up near 80 by Monday. Today, we'll fall short of those 80s, which is pretty average for this time of year. We're going to end up in the 70s. So heading out to the bus stop or maybe lunch or recess, will be within a few degrees of 70. The drive home, notice the icon, the slightest chance. We're talking less than 10%, even less than 5% chance of seeing those showers today. Temperatures out there right now, everybody in those 50s to near 60 along the shoreline. The cool spot still Torrington where you're 50. 51 though from Willimantic through Norwich, 56 degrees down in Groton. Your hour by hour forecast shows climbing out of those 50s, eventually 60s, and then 70s, and as mentioned, the chance does exist for that spot shower. So right now, First Alert Live radar scans the state dry, but notice around 1, 2 o'clock, a couple green dots showing up on the map indicating the chance for a shower or two. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds, and then more showers, but also, once again, very limited by Friday. We'll go into more detail about these showers, another cool down, and then a decent warm up. We'll take at least average at this point. All those details are coming up in your First Alert forecast. Good morning, Kate.
All right, good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. It is 7:03 here on your Wednesday. Waking up and heading out the door, traveling through the capital city. This is going to slow you down, so I want to turn you to this first alert in Hartford, 84 eastbound between exits 46 and 48. One of the right-hand lanes now remains closed, the other one back open, but traffic still crawling through this active crash site. Multiple vehicles involved. We do have a call into Connecticut State Police, and we sent a push alert directly to your phone telling you that this was happening just minutes ago. So if you're looking for more details, you can check the WFSB app. But again, this is active here through Hartford, and just checked in with DOT, 3 miles of backups because of that crash. So rest of the state not doing bad, but that is going to impact you as you're heading out the door. Let's get you those drive times. Approaching an hour ride, Waterbury into Hartford here this morning. Let's check out your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report, driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
All right, we're on top of breaking news in Old Lyme this morning. That's where a house has been destroyed after it caught fire overnight.
This all happened right on Brookside Avenue shortly before 2 o'clock this morning. Pinpoint News Tracker taking us to the scene. Your reporter Marcy Jones has the latest from first responders for us.
The house is unlivable. I have to show you behind us now that it's a little bit lighter. You can see a little bit more, but it's still really hard to tell exactly what is what because everything is just completely charred. You can see it's just the bones really of the house still standing. You can see some twisted metal there of what's left of a headboard. Now this happened around 1:45 this morning. Thankfully, the good news here is nobody was home at the time, so no injuries to people or pets. The house again is almost a complete loss. Heat damage was reported to a neighboring house. Just really the siding is kind of coming off, but no fire damage has been reported. Now, the fire chief told us that he didn't face any challenges putting out this fire. He said in terms of battling these flames, it was relatively straightforward. Now, this home is actually a part of the Old Colony Beach Club Association, which is a private beach club association with about 216 properties located just off of the Long Island Sound. Now, as far as what caused this fire, what sparked all of this, that is still very much under investigation. The fire marshal is still out here right now, and as soon as we get any more information on what exactly led up to this, we'll bring that to you. But for now, that's the latest. Your reporter in Old Lyme, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
It's 7:05 this morning. A 38-year-old man now facing multiple charges after an hours-long standoff in Waterbury. We brought this to you as breaking news yesterday morning. Police say the suspect barricaded himself inside a house on Buckland Drive after getting into a fight with his ex-girlfriend and then crashing his car into her vehicle. Police seized an AR-15 rifle and ammunition from the scene. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but this caused quite the scene. Bucks Hill Elementary School even went into a shelter-in-place procedure as precaution.
Well, this morning we now know a second person has died after a shooting in New Haven Monday afternoon. The names of the victims have not been released yet, and police are still looking for the 3 suspects involved. If you have any information or surveillance video from where that happened on Dickerson Street, call police. And right now in Hartford, a man recovering from injuries after police say he was shot on Main Street last night. Police responded to Santa Apartments around 9 o'clock last night. There's no word yet if any arrests have been made. 7:06, Channel 3 is your back-to-school authority.
Yes, students and staff in West Hartford getting ready for their first day back. Right now, your reporter Taylor Knight live outside of Hall High School. Good morning, Taylor. So you say the district hoping to get more students involved in AP classes this year?
That's right. The College Board actually specifically chose the West Hartford School District to pilot a new cybersecurity class. The superintendent here says that students learning these skills in high school will set them up for success after graduation. Superintendent Paul Vicina says this new advanced placement cybersecurity class is the same idea as an AP pre-calculus course that was offered for the first time last year. The College Board asked West Hartford to participate in the pilots of both classes because of the high number of students that take AP classes in the district. 300 students took that pre-calculus class. Vicina says the AP cybersecurity course will help students learn the skills needed to one day work in this fast-growing, well-paying field.
What the next generation needs, they certainly need to be critical thinkers. They need to be collaborators. These are the job skills that are being sought after in the markets. They have to be ready and prepared to take on jobs that, as adults, we have not held, don't have experience with, jobs that might not even be invented.
And right now, students are starting to arrive here at Hall High School. Parents are dropping their students off. We've seen a few buses pull in ahead of the first bell in just a few minutes at 7:30 this morning. Your reporter live in West Hartford, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, it's not just West Hartford. Students in about 50 districts across our state are waking up today for the first day of school.
Yeah, so many of them already heading back into class right as we're speaking. That includes some students in Glastonbury. The older kids head back today. Younger students head back tomorrow. Your reporter Roger Suzanne joins us now live outside of Glastonbury High School. Roger, what's going on?
Ladies, a lot going on here in Glastonbury. As you mentioned, it is the first day of school for some students. We've seen them arriving on the buses. You can see some students and teachers walking through the hallways. And the truth is, the first day of school here in Glastonbury is kind of like a Hollywood blockbuster with a sequel. District leaders, though, say starting the school year over 2 days creates a smoother transition for students and teachers. So here's how the schedule will play out. Today, students in middle school and high school will celebrate their first day of school, and then tomorrow, the younger kids from pre-K through 5th grade will start their fall semesters. District leaders have been utilizing this system for a long time and say the extra day really helps elementary school families and teachers prepare for the new school year, while older kids get a day off later in the year to help study for exams. Superintendent Dr. Alan Bookman says school leaders will also go above and beyond to help students of all ages who they know may deal with back-to-school anxiety, which is perfectly normal.
Somebody will be there to greet the child as they come in. There have been occasions where we've had a staff member go to the house to talk to the child in order to so that they feel better about coming in. So it does happen occasionally, and that anxiety exists in a 5-year-old just as it exists in a 16-year-old.
And back live now, you can see some of the Glastonbury High School students arriving. They're being greeted by Dr. Bookman as he wishes them well on the first day of school. And again, this is a really big district for a suburban district, more than 5,000 students. The process again begins over 2 days, We've seen why here this morning. Reporting live in Glastonbury, I'm your reporter, Roger Shuzanin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Roger, thanks. Hope all the kids have a great first day. Today in East Hartford, road safety advocates are reminding all of us to be extra careful now, as we're going to have to share the roads with the school buses. Drivers should be on the lookout for children biking or walking to the school or to the bus stop even, and slow down if you're going through a school zone. Also, never go around a bus that has its red stoplights flashing.
7:10 this morning, the Trump administration putting pressure here on Connecticut over references to what they call gender ideology in schools. They're demanding our state removes all references to gender ideology in sex education programs funded by the federal government. That means the state could lose funding if it doesn't comply.